Hi, Carol. You're connected to audio?
Yes, I'm connected to audio.
So welcome home.
Yeah, it's
How,
good
how
to be back.
long were you
So,
gone? Sounds like a good trip you had.
yeah, I was gone 2.5 weeks.
Hmm.
I've been back a week or a week and a half, actually.
Yeah. And you said wonderful people on the trip, and
Oh my gosh, it was just fabulous. I've never been to that part. Been to Bangkok and I've been to Ho Chi Minh City, and then, but I've never been to Cambodia.
hmm.
And so that was really, really nice country, nice people, and they're big weavers. Everybody has a loom at home and they weave, 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 weave.
I'm
And
sorry,
it's
I didn't understand that. Everybody have the what?
looms at home and they weave. It's a family
Oh,
business. Weave scarves, mostly blankets. Um, yeah, it's silk scarves and cotton blankets and linen scarves and
so that would that be Cambodia's number one industry?
that's a good question. I don't know. They also grow pepper. They grow some of the best pepper and the peppercorns in the world. I don't know if they're called Kampot, Kampot. And I don't think I've ever seen, you see telecherry and other pepper, but I'd never heard of Kampot before.
Hmm.
So I bought a bunch, red, black, white, and red, and marinated.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
So that's got to be an interesting flavor inside pickles or pickling.
yeah, we'll see. I have some kind of a sinus infection or whatever right now, so I'm going to do a little pepper tasting, but I got to wait another week or so, so
Hmm.
I make sure I can taste everything
Yeah.
as it really is.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go get my coffee. Be right back.
Me too.
Am I late?
No, I don't know who this is. Uh, oh, Sydney. Yeah, I don't. I'm starting to wonder whether Carol and I had the wrong link because people are usually here by now. Usually here by 5 or 10 minutes ahead of time.
Hmm.
So, have you had a chance to look at our match?
I cannot figure out. I don't know. I was gonna ask Alan if he could help me. I don't know how to import it.
Hmm. Okay. It's
Or I could bring it on next time we see each other. I don't know.
Or if Jane is here also, she can explain. Frank is usually really straightforward about this sort of thing. So he probably has something under file and import, like a match, like import XG match. Or he may have it as file, import, file, or match, and then give different options for different kinds of matches, like XG or new backgammon, that sort of thing.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's usually he makes it really easy. Oh, where are we here? Where are you guys? Okay, I see Kathy now.
I see Kathy and Ed and Carol and you.
Okay. And I've got to find all you guys now. I'm not sure where you are.
We're here.
So if I go to this tab, doesn't take me to the screen. What if I just unshare? I can probably see you guys all if I unshare. There we go. Okay. Ed, Kathy, Sydney, Carol, and Carol.
All the best people.
Okay. And we need Alan though too. Alan's going to defend himself. Okay. Because so far we did games 1 and 2 of a 4-game. Well, I shouldn't say how many. I shouldn't tell you guys how many. But it's the finals of a 5-point match. And then we went through the first 2, and it ended up with one person needing 4 and the other person needing 3. Okay. So I can't figure out the best way to show you guys this, but let's try looking at the XG match equity table. Analyze match equity table. And this is the Rockwell-Kasros table. So there's different tables based upon their assumptions of how many gammons you get. So you look at a one-way, two-way situation. Excuse me. Oh. And by having actually play it out, they try and guess at what the gammon rate might be. Maybe it's 22% or something else. And from that assumption, you build a match equity table. So when you're all the same amount of points away, you're 50-50, right? It says one away, Crawford is 50. You go down the diagonal, go to this one right here, 50-50 for two-way, three-way, three-way.
You know what?
So we can't
We're
see that.
supposed to see your screen. We don't see it.
Well, because I unshared. Okay, let me share again. Excuse me.
I'm trying to imagine in my mind.
Okay. I don't know why you guys couldn't see that. Okay.
Hello, Alan.
Here we go, Mr. White. Okay. Okay, so
Start over.
now you guys see, right?
Yep.
And now it'll make even less sense now that you can see something.
Yeah, right.
Right? Okay. Let me see if I can make it bigger. I'm not sure it's going to work.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so this is the match equity table. I think it goes all the way to 15 away.
Oh, jeez.
No, even more than that. It goes even further out. Wow, 40 something, right?
Oh, my
Okay.
Lord.
51 that way. Whoa. So it's got to be for a 51-point match and it'll work. Yeah, 51-51. Okay. But the one that you need to learn is 5 away, 5 away. Because a lot of matches will come down to 5 away, 5 away. And we looked at the diagonals here, 1 away, 1 away, 2 away, 2 away, 3 away, 3 away, 4 away, 4 away, 5 away, 5 away. It starts up 50-50 when you're tied. But as somebody gets points, it changes the situation a bit. So right now in this match with Alan and Ed, It's up top. Ed needs 3 points and Alan needs 4 points. Okay, so it's 4 away, 3 away. So we look over here, 4 away, 3 away, and the person who's 4 away has 42%, maybe almost 43% chance to win the match. Okay. And on the other side of it, the person that has as winning by 1 more point has a 57% chance of winning. Well, that doesn't tell you what your doubling strategy should be. And if we're at a one away situation where double match point or anything that's equivalent to that, let's say it's a 2-point match and the cube's been turned to 2, that's essentially a double match point situation. Then gammons and backgammons don't matter. You don't care about taking extra chances to win a gammon. You're just going to make the play that gives you the best chance to win the game, period. Right? So something like 3 away is what we'll reach next time. But in this one right here, we're 4 away, 3 away. And think about it first from the point of view of the leader. The person only needs 3 points. If they turn the cube and they win, they're going to need just 1 point, and the opponent will need 4 points. And 1 away, 4 away at Crawford means they will have an 81% chance of winning the match. So with very little hesitation, as soon as the trailer gets anywhere near that, or even before that, they're going to turn the cube back to 4. And the only thing that matters then is the win. So the gammons that the leader might have are not going to count as much, but they could win in the match. If the trailer never doubles and they win a gammon, they'll have won the match. So that means we look at it from the point of the trailer. It needs 4 points, and the other person needs 3 points. Or let's say 4 points, and you need something on the other end, right? You don't know what it is yet. Then winning a gammon is good for you. You win the match, right? So the person that needs 4 points will be a little more aggressive in terms of doubling. Okay, so that's really the basics of the 4 away scores. If you're trailing, you're going to be a little more aggressive, and you'll win the match when you win a gammon. So anything that looks gammonish, you'll want to turn that cube. So let's say it's 4 away, 2 away. Let's say Ed only needed 2 points and Alan needed 4 points, and Alan turns the cube to 4, then Ed will never turn the cube back. Right? He only needs 2 points to win. He'll never turn the cube back to 4. If Alan's gammon chances are high enough, then that will mean that Ed should be dropping, more frequently. So actually, let's look at one of those right there. Let's look at let's set up a position. I'll come back to this one here. Okay, and let's say that white rolls. Let's make it the other way around, black. What do you guys see from your side of view? Okay, black rolls 5-2. And this is for money. So black will play the standard. How do we tell to move? Okay, let's just set it up that way. Okay. Let's say they do the standard split. And let's say white rolls double 5s. How do you play double 5s?
Double hit.
Double hit, right? So attack.
Yeah.
Bring 2 checkers from the outer board to the inner board and 2 checkers to the inner board to the inner board. That's called an attack. Okay. And let's say now black rolls a 6-2. So they'll be able to bring one checker in here, from the bar to here. And now what happens? What happens for money? Is the double?
To a double take.
Is it a double take? Well, not quite a double here, right? You're the favorite, but not enough gammas with that favorite status. Right? But if we make this a match situation and the classic one, let's say it's a 4-point match, and one person has, well, let's make it a standard 5-point match. 5-point, one person has needs 2, and white needs 4. Okay, so in this case, white needs 4, black needs 2. What do you think about cube action here? Is it double or no double here? Well, we knew from money that it is a no double and take. What do you think happens here at 4-way, 2-way?
White doubles.
Double. And it's a pass now. Right? Because even though white has lower winning chances, at this match score, the gammons are really powerful. Right? They're really, really good. Okay. Same thing with 4-away, 1-away. Then you have to think, should I drop this cube now so that I can, there's not much difference in terms of equity between them having 4-away and 3-away when I just need 1. Okay? So maybe you should be dropping, and maybe you should not even double here. You just play on for a gammon. I hope this is surprising to you guys. That this would be too good to double. Right? Okay. So any comments about that? No? Okay.
Depends a lot on the match score.
Yeah, you need 4. White needs 4, and black needs just 1 point here. It's
Yeah.
better to let it go if it's doubled, but it's better to not even double it. You can just play for a gammon for a while.
Right.
Okay. So Ed and Alan are gonna, you guys will make the comments about what's going on, okay? So
You
give
remember?
it gammon.
Remember what happened.
It's a long time ago now.
Okay, we need game 3 at the beginning of it. And this, the reason we talked about that 3-away, 4-away, or the 4-away scores is because this was a 4-away for Alan and a 3-away for Ed. So Ed, Alan should want to double a little bit earlier. Okay. Okay, so tell me what's going on, Alan. You roll the 4-3.
I don't remember what I did, but
Well, tell me what your reasoning is for what you should do.
I'd probably bring the 13 down to 9, and then break the 24-point.
173.60.
Okay, so it's a Z split, right?
Yeah.
24-21 for the 3 instead of the larger number for that split, and 13 to 9. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good standard opening play. Okay. But here's one where it's already the case that the match score might affect your checker play. Okay. You would prefer a priming game that leads to more gammons. Okay. So what about bringing 2 down?
Could do that, yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility, right? Because that leads to more priming games and more possible gammons. Okay. Okay. So that's the reasoning there, right? Either split, the major split or the Z split, or bringing 2 down.
Right.
Okay, so XG says after so these things on the left right here, these are rollouts. Okay. And it did extensive rollouts at different match scores. And so for this match score right here, it determined that 13-10, 13-9 is the best play. Because it gets 1.3% more gammons this way.
Oh, okay.
Loses a little bit more. You only loses 0.2% more, but it also gets much more gammons. Okay. Okay, Ed, you rolled a 6-3 from here. Okay. What's going on? Ed's still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to figure out, I'm black.
You're black. Yep.
I must be black. Okay.
And what Alan White is white.
Okay. Well, if I were playing the game today, I'd probably just run run one all the way out.
Okay.
From it would be my 24 to my 15.
Okay.
And is that what I did?
That's what you did.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see that? You see this red?
Yes.
That's a 10, right?
It's a blunder.
So you weren't here last semester. And we discussed responses to opening rolls. Anytime your opponent splits to the 4 or 5 point, your 4 or 5 point, you should try to hit it.
Okay.
Okay. So
You can hit there, yeah.
yeah, you can't hit, right?
Yep.
13-4. And actually says that is it the second best? It is the second best play. Is a blunder. Okay. You got to take away half of his roll. You got to fight for good points.
Okay.
He's well positioned to make points here. Okay. So from this, Alan rolls a 6-2. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong position. This position. Alan rolls a 6-2 from here.
6-2.
What do you do, Alan?
I probably make the cover the 18 point. Yep. 12 down to 18. And then 16 to 18.
Oh, okay. I was
Make the
yeah,
final.
you're making the 7 point, right? Making 7
Yeah,
point.
7 point, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so better, it's gotta be better than running away, right?
Yeah.
With that one. Okay. So that's what you did. It's by far the best thing to do. Because in the
Okay.
beginning, you're trying to do two things. You're trying to make points, improve your position, so you can improve your position, or hit their blots. Okay, so those are the two big things you can do: are hitting blots and making points. Okay. And so from this position, Ed rolls double threes.
So I'm black. I would probably I've got 2 stacks that I'd want to unstack. As I recall one of your quotes from was it Mochi to unstack the mountains? So
Michi said that. Yep.
Michi.
Michi said that.
So I'd probably where I have 5 checkers, I'd probably unstack each of those.
Mhm. What about connecting your checkers by moving from the 24 point to the 21 point? And connect.
Well, I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, also. Okay, well, I think your play's good. Let's see. Actually says this. Yep, it's by far the best play.
Okay.
And second best play is probably this one here. Yeah, leaving a direct block, but taking in a better board. Okay. And then so from here, Alan rolls a 5-4.
5-4. Probably I 12 to 12 down with the 5. And then 1 to 4.
Okay, why would you do that? You have to justify your reasoning.
Well, I'm building a prime, but I also don't want to get stuck in the back.
You're not afraid, you're not feeling the heat from Ed's checkers poised to attack you on the 4 point, and now you're gonna give him another
I'd
one.
rather be attacked up there.
Because Ed needs 3, you need, Ed needs 3, and you need 4.
Right.
So you want to mix it up if you can. So that's the play you made, this one right here,
Mhm.
right?
That's the play I made. Okay.
But
So what's a better play?
is it taking away half their roll right here by hitting them with the 5?
Mhm.
Okay, and then you can do that 4 right there. But now
Oh, okay.
he's going to just attack you.
Mhm.
That's what he wants to do. So it's more than a blunder by not hitting right here. This is the best play. Taking
Okay.
a roll, making it hard for him to attack you.
And we tend not to consider hitting on the 1 point there.
Yeah, anytime he's poised to hit you like this, right? You want to think, can I take away half of his roll?
Right.
Okay. So,
Didn't do that. Okay.
okay. So what's Ed thinking here?
He's
What
poised to
did
hit.
what did Ed roll?
Well, the first thing I would do is, what's our mantra?
Oh, well, we're still, I'm still 3 away and Alan is 4 away.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, do I have a double? And I might have a double, but I'm not very good at recognizing it often until it's too late. When I run games through XG, a lot of my blunders are failing to double early enough.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's the first thing when you start using XG and BG Blitz, at minimum, after you play a match, look at your blunders.
Right.
That will teach you a lot. Okay. So
So I'm in a good position to attack. So maybe it is a double.
maybe it is a double, but
Didn't you?
your gammons, if you let's say you do double, right? And then let's say Ellen, without thinking, just ships the cube back. Then now your gammons are worthless, right? You have gammons in this position right here. And you'd be throwing them all away by doubling.
Okay.
Okay. So that would say, hey, let's be a little bit slower about doubling this match score. So you went through all that, then you rolled the dice and you said, I rolled a 4-3, and what are you gonna do?
Apparently I blundered. 2 blunders in a row.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that could be some match equity.
You
Um,
doubled, I thought. So if I remember.
let's see. I Well, looking at it today, I'd probably want to safety the guy that's down on the 10.
Okay. Take you all over to here, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
is
If it
that
were
what I did?
if
Yeah.
for money or the beginning of a long match, you consider hitting twice also from the 8 point.
Ah,
Three left,
okay.
right?
What are the dice? What's the roll?
4-3.
4-3.
Okay. But since gammons are not as not as valuable to you here, you probably don't do that sort of thing. Okay. But actually says even at this match score, or gammons aren't worth that. Well, at this, if you don't turn the cube, they're valuable. So actually says, hey, just you can do this right here, and just don't turn the cube. Okay. It's gonna be an easy drop for Alan. Okay. So the play that you made, Ed, it's not even the, let's see. Put all those guys right there. It's not trying to get to the top, but there we go. Let's do those guys. And we'll see what XG thinks at a deeper level of understanding. Okay. It's going to still rank these two as this one 8 to 5, 8 to 4 better than any of these other guys right here. But it's going to probably drop 15 8 even lower and lower and lower. Okay, you've got a stronger board than he does. You've got a 2-point board. He's only got a 1-point board. You've got a what kind of game plan do you have? You have an attacking game plan,
Right.
right? Alan could have either, but he's got a weak prime right now and undistributed spare checkers. Okay? So XG thinks that even this is second best right here because you're at least attacking him, and that's important. But best by far, it says, is double hit. Okay. So from what you made, Alan rolls a 2-1. What do you do, Alan? What are you thinking? You're thinking, I'm not going to double this thing. Okay, so you're thinking the dice.
Yeah, I cover the 4, 4, 5.
Okay, so that would be taking away as
The one.
in game plan.
And probably what I do is bring the 12 down to 14. Leave a blot.
Okay, but look at the race. It's really, really close.
Close, yeah.
So you don't want to leave blots if it's close.
I'm not sure if that's what I did, but anyway.
So, I mean, I would have never done this a year ago. I never played 8 to 6, but that's worth considering right here, 8 to 6, right? Because you don't have any blots. So 20 for 20 is good, right? But it's a blunder compared to not leaving any blots.
Okay.
Okay. So from here,
So the only way not to leave a blot is to just pile up, build the stack.
right? I mean, you haven't really hurt your builder distribution, right? You still have a builder here on the 8-point, a bunch of builders on the 6-point. The important thing is that since the race is so close, you're only behind 1 pip. It's
Right.
costly to be hit. Okay. All right. So from here, Ed rolls a 3-2. Oh, it's not red. Look at that. Okay. What do you do, Ed?
I'm concerned about my goalkeeper back there. I'd like to start moving him.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if I were playing this game today, I'd go move 12 to 15 and then step up with the guy on the 24-point.
Okay. That was good. I mean,
Yeah.
not only preparing to run away with the race being so close, you're also attacking things in the outfield here that Alan wants to bring in, right? So both of those things. So you made this play, which actually says, hey, that's a great play. And it's even bet this looks like this. And so that's not the one you played today, but this is what you'd actually in the match. Now you're coming with these two directly, both the 9-point and the 10-point directly, right? And let's see, 8 to 6. Oh, crazy. As opposed to 6 to 4. Okay. So XG says that your play today is second best. And it's a reasonable size error. So now from this position right here, Alan rolls double 6s.
I can move the
Well,
2 checkers and Ed's home board out,
yeah, but what should you be thinking about first?
covering my blots.
Game plans, right?
It
What's,
puts me ahead in the race if I do that.
yeah, you're going to be a good amount ahead in the race. You'll be 18
Right.
pips ahead in the race after this.
So when I cover the blots,
Cover the lot, and you start the racing game plan?
yep,
Okay, that means bringing these guys out right
so
here, right?
12 down, those two out. One more move. Probably 15 to 22. I'm 23, yep.
Oh, I don't think that's a legal move right there. Okay. So this is a legal move, which is the best, which you actually did, right?
Mhm.
And this is legal also. So there's no checker to go to this point right here.
Right.
Okay. So yes, convert to a racing game plan. And if you're far enough ahead, you should be thinking, I'm going to cube this, I'm going to cube. Ed rolls pretty well with a 5-4, so that's 9 pips, and you'll only be nine pips ahead after this. And Ed plays it how?
Well, let's see. I've got a guy on the 2. I'd probably move it up and cover the guy in the 11.
Okay, but maybe this blot is an asset because it's making it harder for you're playing a contact game now. You're a little bit behind, right? It's going to
Right.
be harder for Alan to come home. So maybe you want to leave it there.
Okay.
What's the roll again?
I'm sorry?
What's the roll? What are the dice? I don't see the dice.
5-4.
5-4, yeah.
Black rolled 5-4.
Oh, so I'm black.
Right, you're
I'm
black.
trying to move. I'm
You're,
trying to move Alan's checker.
okay. Yep, you're still black.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can move that guy out, but
Yeah, I've got a guy on I've got a black checker, 3 black checkers on what could be the
13 point, yeah.
13 point. I could bring one of those guys down and start trying to improve my home board.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan because you're behind the race and you don't want to turn it into a racing game. So XG says, hey, this is maybe better. Right? So we have to do something like this right here. Okay. So XG says this play right here is the best. Trying to convert it into a race. Even though you're behind in the race. Why is it saying that? Does it have anything to do with the match score? This has got to be less gammonish. Alan will win fewer gammons this way, but he doesn't win a lot anyway. So what XG is saying, your winning chances are not the best, but your gammon, losing a gammon goes down if you do this. So that 4-away score is coming into play. Whereas if this were for money, this would not be the right game plan, right? But this is 4-away right here for Alan. So now from this position, did we skip something? We skipped something here. No? 5 for the 12. Oh, then white rolls 6-3.
6-3.
Mm-hmm. What you're thinking, Alan? This looks like a racing game now, right? A racing game against racing game.
Turn it into a race. Bring the 2 down from the 11
Right. That's what you should do, right? 2 down.
and race.
But what you did,
I didn't do that.
you didn't do that, right? Was this right here.
Oh, okay.
Not much difference. So the chance you're gonna leave a blot are not really big,
Not that great, yeah.
right? So there's not heck of a lot of difference between all these top plays. Okay, so from here, Ed rolls 6-4, so he's gaining in the race. He's going to be down 8 pips even after this roll of 10 pips.
Mhm.
How does he play it?
Well, I probably want to continue improving my home board, so I think I'd make a point on the 21 if I were doing it today.
Okay, what about this blot here? You don't want?
Yeah,
Well,
I could move that guy and safety him.
yeah, because
Um,
Alan's a little bit of a favorite here.
right, right,
73, 74% favorite, but he would be a much bigger favorite if he hits you and sent you behind a 4 prime.
right. So,
So pick up that blot and start something here, right?
right,
So there's a lot of ways you can do it. Actually, they're all pretty much close, really close.
Right.
From here, after the 6-4, Alan rolled a 6-1. Well, you can't
clear that one, no.
right? Can't clear it now. You should have cleared it last time. But
Yeah.
now, one of your sixes has to dump a checker to the 2 or the 1 point. Remember, we want, because of wastage, to put our checkers here on the 4, 5, and 6 points only.
Yep.
But
But
now,
I have to move to the 2, 22, 23, yeah, yep.
okay. So
Maybe bring one, what did I do? Bring one down from the 6 or?
you could smooth, right? Or you can make another crossovers. right?
Yeah.
So something like this gives you 2 crossovers from
Yeah.
7 to 6 and 8 to 2. This gives you 1 crossover.
Right.
And
So what did I do?
so you did this right here. They're all pretty much the same.
Okay.
And then Ed rolled double aces. Okay. So if the racing game and he's behind 15 pips, he only rolls 4 right now. You definitely don't want to push these guys to make it easy for Alan to come around. So Ed's going to find something that's kind of built over here, right? Like make the
yeah.
6.
I'd want to continue trying to improve my home board.
Like, okay. So all pretty much the same. And then Alan rolls a 5-1.
Hmm.
Did he already make a mistake?
By not clearing the 11 point.
Well, what's the race situation?
Getting close now.
Well, you're up 11%, right? 11 pips over 100 is 11 pips, 11%.
Could be a
That's-
double.
That's in the double territory, right? Even with a slight gamut or slight hitting chance over here.
Right.
So should you have doubled here?
Could have, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I should be just bringing the checkers into the home board.
I'm
2 in.
sorry, you should be what? I didn't catch.
I mean, 10 to 3. Right?
This 8 to 3, maybe 8 to 3.
I mean, sorry, 8 to 3. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things you can do to smooth and get better. You made the crossover 7 to 6, looks like. So not much difference between all these.
Mhm.
So the bigger mistake, and actually doesn't see that at that time, but you start to see it now that you didn't. You should have cleared this point when you had the chance.
Right.
Okay. So Ed rolls 6-5, and this makes the race a little bit closer, but it'll still be behind. So what are you thinking, Ed?
Well, I'm focused. I've been focused on improving my home board, so I think I would fill my 4 point and bring one down.
Okay, sounds good. So Alan now rolls double 3s. He's saved. He can clear this point now.
Yep.
So how should he place double 3s?
Bring them along as far as possible.
There's a lot of things, right, you can do. But I think after you play the 2 down, you want to stuff the 4 point, right? And then
Okay.
do something, probably,
Okay, bring one over, yeah.
okay. So 14-11, 14-5, but stuffing the 4 point right here would be a little bit better for the race.
The ratio. Yep.
Okay. So from here, Ed says, I can't double this. I'm behind 18 pips, so he's going to roll. And it's going to keep the 6 prime. And a lot of crazy things you can do. But not much difference doing these crazy things.
What did he roll?
5-4. And play 2 down.
So it's a race now.
So yep, for now straight race. Alan's ahead. 9 pips on 82. So that's what is 10% of 82 is? 8 pips, right?
Mm-hmm.
10%. So 10% would be the middle for money, like a middle amount to double, and probably a strong double. So you have more than 10% difference. Should you be doubling this?
Yes.
Yeah. You couldn't hear my brain shaking. I'm nodding my head. Yes. Okay. So you should be doubling this. You rolled a 4-3. And so it's a clear double take. It's a blunder not to double, or a big error not to double. And 14-4, stick it in that 4 point right now. Ed rolls double aces.
So we can bring 3 into his home board.
That's what I would do today.
Okay, good. Okay. But look at this, -1, -1, -1. Why is it saying it's all the same? It's saying that because Alan should double, and no matter what he does, it should drop. Right? Because now Alan has 12 pips on 75.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 42, 12% right there.
Yep.
Okay. So is that, no, that's right. Divided by 3 is 25. That's 4, and times 4, 16%. You have 16% of the advantage in the race. So you should be doubling and Ed should be dropping.
And I can start bearing off sooner, yeah. Yep.
So instead you rolled 5-1, but you should have doubled, right?
Blunder.
Yeah, this is a blunder, almost a double blunder.
Yeah.
Double blunder. Okay. So you roll 5-1, and you could take something off the 5 point, right?
Yep, one off. Yep.
That's what you did. But it's going to take a while for you to bear all these checkers off. So there's not much difference between them. Ed now rolls 4-1. He's going to bring them in, right? That's a good play right there. These are all pretty good. But it shouldn't matter if Alan's going to double you. Should Alan double here? It's even better now. 13 pips ahead on 69. You kept growing and growing, growing, growing.
That's like 15%, 16%. Yep.
So you should be doubling and Ed should be dropping, right? So
Missed opportunity on that one.
yeah, I mean, you keep playing it like this, you're gonna have to take all your checkers off to win the game, right?
Yeah.
You've an Ed drops, so you don't have to play it all the way out. Okay.
And then Ed can roll a couple double sixes and win.
So double sixes for you. So that's an easy play.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ed rolls double 5s. He can take something off now.
One off, yeah.
Okay, it says 45 pips for you, 62 for Ed, 70 pip difference. So over 30%. Should you be doubling?
Yep, should be doubling.
Be doubling. So what is XG saying about this right here? It's saying that it's a double pass,
Mm.
but you didn't double. I don't know why I didn't mark it as, because it's a really small note, small double. It's not bigger to not double. It's less than 0.020. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then 5-3-1 for you. So you've lost a little bit, but you're still in great shape, even after Ed rolls a 5-3. Now you have 41 pips. Ed has 62 pips. Oops, I'm sorry. Yeah, Ed has 54 pips. You're 13 pips ahead. Should you double this?
Yep.
Yeah. Double pass again. Mhm. But maybe Ed will take it.
And you
I
might.
don't think so. You'd gain a lot if you did take it, right? But he's not that crazy. Ed rolls 4-2, grab some checkers off. You roll 6-4 instead of doubling. Right? I mean, this isn't live for money. I mean, live play in which you could forget and forget and forget. This is daily gambling where you get to look at it with fresh eyes each time, right?
Right.
Ed
It's
rolls
time to think about it.
double fives. You're still good enough to double. Even here,
Mhm.
doubling. There's going to be more checkers off you have than he does. Right? He rolls. You take a checker off. He rolls. Okay, here we go. From here, he rolls 6-4. Takes a couple checkers off. Should you be doubling this after he plays a 6-4? Yes. All right. Steady roll 3-2. And you should diversify these last checkers right here, right?
Mhm.
Should have put them like this instead. Right? It's not a big deal at this situation, but in this situation, but in general, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. If you roll a 6 in this position, you wasted a pip.
Yep.
You're not going to waste a pip. You roll 6 from here. Ed rolls 6-2.
One off.
And then, hey, could you double here maybe?
Good.
Yeah.
Good
Right?
still, yeah.
Yeah, it can still double, right?
Yeah.
So then Ed rolls 6-2. And no matter what you roll, he can't get off with one roll.
Yep.
Okay. So score now. He gets one. You get 1 pip, 1 point. So now it's 3-away, 3-away.
Yep.
Okay. That's the first thing you think about after a game finishes in a match. And what did that chart say? It said that if you have an even score, then your chances are 50-50 now. Okay.
Yep.
When should you double? Well, this score you should double pretty much like money. Like it's a normal doubling situation. But you should drop quicker, right, if you're being doubled. Because think about what happens when you lose 2 points. This 1-away, 3-away, Crawford. If you hold the cube at 2, when are you going to redouble it to 4? Anytime you're the favorite, right? Or even before you're the favorite. Maybe there's times when you're 40% chance to win, but there's enough market losing sequences. You want enough time you roll well enough that he would have a drop.
Mhm.
So you double normally, but you drop quicker. You need about 30% chance to take,
Right.
as opposed to about 22% when the cube is fully active. Okay. Okay. So black rolls 3-1. And of course makes the 5 point. Then what does white do now?
Would I roll?
Oh, I'm sorry, 3-2.
3-2.
3-2 after Ed plays 3-1.
I mean, I don't know what I did. I probably wrote one down and then broke my
So what should you do? What kind of game plan is he playing?
well, he's already working on a bit of a prime.
Right, you're working a bit of a prime. Anytime you make the 5 point or the 4
I want
point,
to move my inner checkers out.
right, at least one of them, right?
At least one, yeah. Maybe I should do two.
Maybe you do too. And that's what you did. Right? But can you, once you split your guys, Can you do something on your side of the board that's good for you?
For the 2-3.
So your play of 2 up is good if you're way ahead in the match, right? Where you'd like to
Right.
make an advanced anchor and make your cube decisions easier for you once you make that advanced anchor.
Mhm.
So maybe you should play this a little more normally here and split with one of them, not the other one, bring the other checker down.
Right, right.
Okay? So, but yours is good too. It says, actually says, hey, it's really good too. Okay. Okay.
So what did I actually do? Did I bring the 2 out? The 2?
Yeah, you got two up right here.
Okay.
That's good, right? But the important thing is you split at least one checker from back there.
Mhm. Right.
Then Ed rolls a 2-1. What is Ed thinking? What should he do?
You can hit twice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, hitting twice is an option. I don't know what I actually did.
Okay, so you did hit twice, which is good, right? I think that's got to be much better
Yeah.
than anything else.
Mhm.
Much, much better. Alan's turn. Alan, you going to double?
I'm not gonna double now. No.
No, not going to double. So you're going to roll, and you're going to roll a 6-2. Oh, that's easily, right?
Is that what I rolled? 6-2?
6-2.
So I bring 1 in. That's all I can do, right?
That's all you can do. Then Ed rolls 4-3.
Well, I got to make my 3-point
Mm-hmm.
and then probably just bring one down.
Okay, so that the idea behind the bringing one down is to continue the attack, right?
Right. Yeah.
Actually, in the game, you split, right? Which is good.
Okay.
So the two are close, right? Making that point, first of all, and bringing one down to continue the attack versus splitting, because maybe Alan will enter and try and bring a checker down into the outfield, in which case you'll have a direct shot at it. Okay. Okay, so from here, Alan rolled a 3-2. He's not going to double. Ed's winning in the development category.
Yep.
Okay. So what does Alan do with the 3-2?
Bring my checker in on 2-point.
Mhm.
And with 3, I probably brought 12 down
Okay.
to 15. Yeah.
You don't want to fight for the 5-point? Right. So
Right.
you really should be fighting for the 5-point.
Should be trying for that. Yeah.
Right.
I didn't do that, right?
Didn't do that.
Could have hit.
That was in the blender. Okay, so who's winning this game? Ed's winning this game, right? So as black, he should be thinking, should I double this thing right here? He did think it. He did double. Right? And remember, at this match score at three-way, if Alan has less than 30% chance to win the game, he should be dropping.
Mhm.
So you need more than regular money play or beginning of a long match. So Ed doubles correctly. It would be almost a whopper if he didn't double. And then Alan took properly. He's got more than 30%.
Yep.
He's got 31.22% in this right here. And then Ed rolls a 6-3. Whoops, that's right here, 6-3. And so this plays pretty easily, right?
Yeah. The hit.
Okay. Right after he hits, Alan rolls a 6-2.
So in with my checker on 2-point. 6.
So what are you gonna do with that checker on the 2-point?
Bring it in.
Well, why? What good is it going to be for you to have it there?
it's the only place to come in, right?
Well, you're not gonna leave a blot to hit directly, right? But it's not gonna do much good for you over there.
I mean,
Plus,
I'm on the bar, right? I'm on the bar, right?
right, we're on the bar. So,
So now I'm gonna, I probably would have bring the 13 down.
right, so this is the other play right here.
Yeah.
6. This checker here does more for you than if it's
Right.
up there, right? Okay. And so from here, Ed rolls a 6-4. So what kind of a game is Ed playing? What kind of game is Alan playing?
Ed's building his prime there.
He's building a prime. You can think of it as a racing game, even an attacking game, even though there's no block here. He's playing all those games right now. Right? But he's going to want to build the 4-point and the 7-point.
So I'm gonna be more in a contact game.
So you're playing a contact game, exactly. Right? Okay, so 6-4. Ed tries to build points and right? He's giving
Yep,
himself
yeah.
stepping stones. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Alan rolls 6-3 from here. What do you do, Alan? You can't get these guys going.
Can't move those. I'll bring one down from the 12.
To here or here.
Or I could cover my 23 point
Could.
and hit.
Yeah, but you're going to need some kind of a priming structure. So you need some
Right.
to contain,
So I'm
right?
gonna bring one down, I guess.
Like, because the contact game says I'm going to try and generate a blot,
Mhm.
hit that blot, then can contain them. If you play to 2, you really have trouble. You're going to have a lot of trouble containing that.
I'm losing.
Mhm.
So
So yeah,
12 down.
for now, just bring it to the 4-point, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Although actually says, hey, it's not a bad idea to hit.
Mhm.
Okay, so now Ed rolls a 6-3 from here. He's just trying to bring these checkers around and be safe and make points, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is the play that Ed made. Actually said this is also good, right? Because you look at Alan's board or your opponent's board, if you see a couple blots, you think, hey, can I play a little more boldly to try and make more points or try to do something? And here, by putting your checker down to this point, you're aiming at the 4-point. Okay. And it's not a big deal if you're hit with a 5-3 or 6-2 because of these 2 blots. Okay. So anytime you see blots like that in the inner board, you think, hey, can I be a little more venturesome in trying to
Don't worry so much.
right? I want to achieve my goals. So this is play that Ed made, and then Alan rolls a 2-1. Got a decision now, don't you? Couple of decisions. What's the first decision you might want to make?
I can put one under the 4. Move one up there.
Well, this one right here, you mean?
Yep. 2 to 4.
So from your point of view, it's 23 to 21, right?
Right.
Put one right here. That ain't bad.
What's the dice again? What's the roll?
Well, the roll is 2-1. So the question is, should you step up? If you do, you're making it harder for him to come home safely, right? You're not under a lot of threat of being pointed on.
Right. Well, one, I'm probably just, I don't know.
So but you could also make your board, right?
That's true. I could build my home board there.
So what did you do?
I don't know. Maybe that's what I did.
You did this right here. This is what you did.
Okay.
In the middle, but you can make it a point right away. You could do that, make that point right there right away.
Right.
Okay. So right now, actually, is saying splitting up here is not as good, right? It's not as big a priority right now.
Okay.
So from here, Ed rolls 6-3.
Well,
He could
uh,
hit.
yeah, I'm thinking if I were doing it today, I'd hit his
Whoops.
lot on the 21.
Right. Let me put the right play here. 2-1, 24. I'm sorry, here, so yes, this is the actual position right here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No blot.
No blood, 6-3. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Then I'd probably move from 14 to the 20 and then bring one down from the 12.
Okay, that looks like it's a good, because now you've got builders
Yeah.
aiming at the 4 point more from, right?
Right.
And what did you did? That's what you did, right?
Yeah.
You're for builders. But look, now he's got 3 blocks in his inner board. So can you do something a little more pressing, more aggressive? If she says, hey, you can do this,
Yeah.
right? Because the gain from making this point is pretty big. And the chance of being hit, if he does hit you, he's going to probably have at least 2 blots in here.
Right.
So that's why the turn before, it was important to maybe make a point in the inner board. But see, that's the sort of thing that actually doesn't always see. So then you could have done this, but you did the standard type of play. And now Alan rolls a 2-6. Oh no, he can hit you.
I hit. Do I hit?
Well, what do you do? What would you do today, Alan?
With all those blots, I'm not sure I'd hit. But
Right, exactly.
I'd probably cover one of my blots for one, or cover 2 of them actually.
Yep. So just make these points right here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then Ed rolls a 4-2. Now it's gotten more dangerous in Alan's home board.
Right. So I'm thinking I'd move 15 to 17 and then use the 4 to bring one down from the 12.
Okay, that would be spares here and here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other choice is bring a spare to the 6 point and then drop the 2 down. Right? So both good. Yeah, the top 2 plays that XG has is just those 2 right there. No blots at all like Ed did. And a blot, but more builders for here. You got 1s, 2s. This is not a builder right here because you'd have to break this point, and 5. So 1, 2, and 5 would make this point right here. And then 2s, 4s, and 6s will make the bar point. Okay, so Ed made this point, and Alan rolled 6-4. So Alan still doesn't have a double. Okay.
Nope.
You'd be in better shape to have a double if you could have hit the turn before, because he wasn't worried about all the blots. He rolls 6 when he
6-4.
plays it.
Probably brought the 12 down.
You want to break contact?
Well,
You'll be behind the rate.
I've got 3 back in the home board of it.
Yeah, but you want to maintain as much contact as possible, right? So you don't want to break.
Right. So that otherwise make the 5 point.
Make 5 point and 2 just about anywhere. Yeah. Where else? Where's a good place? I see a good place.
2 to 4.
Right. So 23 to 21, right? Is a good play.
Yep.
Again, actually says, hey.
But isn't the roll 6-4, not 6-2?
Yes, never mind. Thank you, Sid. So 6-4 from here. No wonder you can't split to that point. Okay.
Yep.
So 11 says 11-5, 8 to 4 is good because you're making that 5 point. And also good, you're making the 5 point, but this is a dilly builder here.
Right.
Okay, so from here, Ed rolls 6-3. You want to leave a blot here?
No, at this point, I don't want to leave any blots.
Right.
So probably the best choice would be 16 to 22, and then 17 to 20.
Kind of ugly, stacky, right?
Yeah.
That's,
No blots, though. Yep.
so this is what you did. Same thing. Actually said, hey, at the cost of two numbers, 2-5 and 5-2, you have better build distribution, a chance to make these points right here. So it's this right here.
Okay.
Okay. It says, hey, it's worth taking the extra chance to have all these builders in place to make either the bar point or the 4 point. Okay. So from here, Alan rolled a, what number is it, Sydney? It looks like a 5-1, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
I rolled a 5-1.
Roll the 5-1. What's the first decision you should make, Alan?
I could move my 2 out.
Right. Let's consider moving that guy right there, right?
Yep, yep. And the one that's just down below.
Okay. That's the first important thing to think about. And
1 out. Yep.
when it says, okay, yes, you got to split. You have to split this way right here, right? This is important. You look at the top 3 plays, and the top 2 are splitting up to the 18 point. It's your opponent's bar
Is that
point.
what I did?
That's what you did not do on here.
Oh.
So it looks like you played 6 to 1, 2 to 1. Looks like you made this play right here.
Hmm.
Right? You're playing a contact
I'm
game,
on board.
right?
Getting ready for the hit, right?
Yeah, you should get the hit first though, right? Okay. So from here, Ed rolled a 4-2. What game is that?
Well, I could, I have a couple of options here. I could make my own 1 point, which probably doesn't help the game because it buries 2 of my checkers behind his
Mhm.
3 guys. I could bring a 2 down, probably fairly safely.
Okay, so that would be paying off to a 5-4. Only that number, 5-4 and 4-5.
Right.
Right? And because Alan broke his board up like this, it makes it stronger for you to do that. Versus if he still had the 6 point, you'd think twice about leaving that indirect shot with 2 numbers, right? Okay. So that's something that actually has taught us. Sometimes it's right to just leave no blots, right? But here, if you make this play right here, dropping 2 down, then you're going to be playing safely for a long time. You're not going to have any trouble bringing the position home safely. So this is the best play, and it says that it's a tie with making this point. So it says that the 2 shots that you leave is the 2 shots you're paying off to in order to have smooth sailing coming home is about the same as
Making the 1 point. Yeah.
not leaving a blot, right? So let's see what it thinks on plus plus. Yeah. It keeps the same ranking, and it says now, or it's before they were tied, but now it's a little bit better to not leave a blot. It's a little bit better. I'm sorry, this is a little bit better versus leaving the 2 shots. I think if we put a checker here on the 6 point, let's say move this guy to the 6 point, it would be even much different. It'd be even stronger not to do this right here.
Okay.
Okay, so from here, Alan rolls double 6s, practically forced. Just wants to leave the maximum number of builder for the 6 point.
That's force move, yeah.
Practically forced.
Back, yeah.
And Ed rolls a 4-1 from here. Hey, you can finally make your 4 point, Ed.
Yeah, I can, at risk.
At risk, yep.
So I'm guessing I probably brought one down from the, well, what would be my 13.
Okay. Which seems good, right? The alternative is to break the 9 point.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. This is what you did. Actually, you said that these are all really close. This is close because what it gives you another builder here, right? Your
Yeah.
play didn't put another build. This is not a builder anymore.
Yeah.
And the other one is, hey, look at how close this is to being good. This is so valuable in terms of your long-term safety that maybe
Yeah.
giving up that shot. And the only good roll that Alan has is 6-1 to cover this guy. So you're a big favorite here, no matter what you do. And then luckily you didn't make the second best XG play because Alan would be hitting you and covering. No, so instead he rolls a 6-1 from here. These guys aren't going anywhere. 6 has to come in. And you might as well play what? What's the other ace you should play? And it's not insignificant.
I guess 6 to 5.
But why would you do that?
No more blood.
Okay. No, that shouldn't be the reason.
I don't,
Because it's
I could get 22.
going to be slowing down your cracking of your board by putting the checker there. So if you made this play right here, where is it? This one right here, right? It's not necessarily picking the block, but you are slowing down your cracking. If he makes the 7 point,
But you want to avoid it. Yeah.
right, you don't have any 5s to play anymore.
Yeah.
Right? If you do something like this right here. Now you'd have to play a 5.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question about that? So if he rolls a 6-1 and he moves from the 7 to the 6 for the 1, can't that just be like his turn's over because he doesn't have a 6, or you're forced to do the 6?
So what's the rule, guys?
You got to make
Forced
the
to do.
6.
If you can play both dice, you have to play both dice.
Boo.
Okay. And
Okay.
then the second rule after that is if you can only play one die, you have to play the larger of the two. Okay.
Okay.
And then let's see, where are we right here? So Alan made the right play for the wrong reason, right? Not to pick your block, but to slow your cracking down because if you do get a shot and you hit it, you need to have a strong board.
Yeah.
And you won't have that if you have to play a 5 and etc. Right?
Mhm.
So Ed rolls a 4-1 from here. Okay. What's going on, Ed?
Well, I have a couple of options here. I could make my 4 point, which I suspect is probably the best move. But I'm concerned about Alan hitting me. So I probably did something sheepish like 13 to 17 and then 16 to 17, probably stacked them up.
Okay. So you'd be stacking them up so that these guys would be a builder, right?
Right.
Okay. So that's not so bad. In fact, that's probably the play that I would make. Right. Let's see what happened here. So this is the initial position right here.
Mhm.
And then Ed made this point right here. And that's a direct 6. And Alan's got a 4-point board. Kind of dangerous, huh? So she says, blunder, blunder, blunder. And it says here, giving yourself maximum builders to make these points is probably best.
So that's a better move.
So
fact-
today I wouldn't do the blunder.
Okay. Okay, so there's a lot of yeah, that's a good thing. You've learned since then, right?
Right.
But there's a lot of other plays that are even better than this one right here. Let's see, where are we? We've got all these plays,
Mhm.
okay? There's a lot of things you can do from here. Good play, little less good, less good, less good, less good. And then going down to here, making the 4-point, not so great. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. We have to move this one up here. Let's see, double. If we have to evaluate on the same level. And now it says, yes, this play is agreeing. It still agrees that this is the best play. Right?
Okay.
So Alan rolls a 6-4 from here and cannot run these back checkers. So it's a forced move. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? 6-4. 4-1-8. Oh, Ed made this play right here. That's the play. Ed.
I can hit now.
Yeah, you can hit now. In fact, you can hit
Hit twice.
twice. Okay. Ed rolls 5-2 and can't come in. Alan is thinking, what are you thinking, Alan?
Well, that's what I should have been thinking about doubling, but
Right. And then you can decide, oh, I don't know. I can't double yet because I've got 2 checkers I got to leap behind. I have to leap a 4 prime, right? So you'd think, if I skip 1 checker, can I redouble him?
mhm.
And if he's still on the bar, then yeah, probably, right? If you skip 1 checker, he's still on the bar, you can double him.
That was my opportunity right there.
Okay, so that's what you should be thinking right now.
Mhm.
You roll a 5-2, you escape partially, right?
One out,
Then Ed rolls double 6s.
finishes the game.
Well, he plays it properly, right? He hits this spot right here.
Yeah,
It's a great roll. Alan doesn't come in. Ed rolls 6-5. How do you play the 6-5 here, Ed?
Well, I can hit again,
Which
with
one?
the 5 on the bottom part of the board. Yep.
Okay.
And then I'll bring one of the 6 in from the 16.
You have more
To the
more
22nd.
attackers here, right? So for right. So that's good. That's good thinking, right?
Yeah.
If you're playing for money or the beginning of a match where gammons are important, hitting would be stronger. In this case, you really don't need a gammon as much. A win's pretty good at 3 away, 3 away. So that would weaken the argument for hitting on the 2-point. And let's see, this is the play that you made. You hit over here and kept it going, so you had another attacker here.
Mhm.
Actually also likes hitting and bringing from 9 to 3, also good. Basically a toss-up. And then what would be best at money would be hitting. Try to deny the anchor. But you don't need, you can let him have the anchor here. Because you really mostly care about winning. You don't care too much.
Got a double already, so
You've got the cube right here, right?
yeah. If he wins, 2 points.
Right? You're the only one that can turn that cube. But yeah, he could win 4 points and win the match, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so you dance with a 5-3. Alan rolls a 4-1 from. Yep, that's the position right there. Ed rolls a 4-1.
And it looks like I made another blunder.
Okay. What would you do today?
Let's see. With a 4-1, I would probably hit.
Good. Right.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of safer to hit because you're all these checkers up here. You don't. I mean, you could dance a while on this board, but it's not going to hurt you that much because he's got 3 checkers to bring in.
Right.
If he rolls just a 2 right now, he's gonna be a thorn in your side for a little while. Okay? So blunder not to double, or not, I mean not to hit, right?
Yep.
Oh, wow. In fact, Ed, if you're not going to hit him, then what are you trying to do? Trying to put builders in place to attack, right?
Right.
So this is what you did. Now you've only got 5s and 3s to attack and 7s on the outside. Here is better. You've got 2s, 5s, and 6s. Same thing here. You've got 3s, 5s, and 6s. You got three builders attacking over here again. And even best is to deny him the anchor. Right? Denying the anchor would not be red. These other two plays of diversifying your builders to attack would not be red. You know, these be errors, but not blunders. Okay. But Alan obliges you, and he rolls 6-5 and can't come in. Now from here, let's see, where are you? Here, yeah. Here you roll a 6-2. Well, now you play a 6-2.
Well, I think I'd probably just bring the 2 guys in from the 16.
Okay. So that's what you did. Okay. But you've got 1s, 3s, and 5s to attack here now, right? And if he does anchor, it's going to be a little bit awkward. And here, he can't hit you, right? You got two more on the bar.
Right.
You've got 1, 3s, and 6s. And if he does enter, so it's the same whether you're going to attack if he doesn't come in. And it's even better if he does come in because you have to make him smoother and bear in and bear off. This versus what you did there.
Okay.
Okay, so he obliges you again. He rolls a 6-4. Then you roll a 3-1. Okay, you better make that point. You can't come in. You roll 6-5. Pretty much you got to do this right there. Otherwise you'll be leaving a blot. Then you roll a 4-1. How do you play a 4-1?
Well, come in with the 4 and take 1 off.
Okay. What do you think about clearing the 6 point?
I didn't even consider that.
Right. So here you should consider because your chances of winning a gammon are good either way. And maybe it's safer. Okay. So all 3 of these guys right here. Oh, why doesn't XG have this in the on the top plays? XG doesn't like clearing that right there. Although it should be inside your Ken. It should be one consider at least, right?
Right.
Roger will be safe for you. But I guess the one time that he comes in the double 6s, that's going to hurt you quite a bit. Okay?
Right.
So they're both safe. This is what you did is very safe right here. Right? Ellen dances again. You roll 6. So from here, you roll 6-5. That's pretty much given. He comes in with 1. You roll 6-5 again. He comes in with 1. You roll 5-3 again. And he can't come in, so there's a little bit of hope. Alan says maybe he'll blot and I can hit it, but no, it doesn't block. Alan comes in and it's over. Right?
Finished.
Because Ed wins a gammon.
So missed the double opportunity there.
So for this game, it says no, you didn't miss any double opportunities in this game right here, right? He
The
didn't.
question is whether Ed would have taken it or not.
Yeah, he would have taken it.
Even with the 4.
He did the right thing to double you, and you took because you were more than 30%.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'd have doubled him back, would he have dropped or not?
I don't think there was ever a position where you could have doubled him back, you would have dropped. Right? Because you're really never the favorite.
Before the double 6s were rolled,
Or the double
it's
6.
questionable. Yeah,
Oh, right. Yeah, the double 6s made.
made the
I
whole
was on
difference.
I had 2 guys on the bar, and I
Yeah.
was in dire straits.
Okay. So before that, right here, then, right?
Before that, yeah.
Okay.
That's what if we had doubled at that point, giving him the cube back?
Oh,
What would XG say about that?
so before the double 6, so this right here. So this should be probably what's the cube thingy, Majiggy? Oh, Ed's. Okay, you have it here, 5-2. So it says about the cube, you shouldn't double this in here because remember we talked about having to leap one guy and then you'd probably be
Yeah.
right? Had he not rolled if you had escaped one right here and you hadn't rolled the double sixes, you'd probably be in position to double in. So you weren't
Okay.
strong enough here to double.
Not good there. Yeah.
Okay. But that 6-4 from here, that was a blockbuster roll.
Mhm.
But Ed said, here, go ahead, I'll give you the 6-4. Okay. So overall in this match right here, the Kathy trick, in terms of checker play, Alan had 18 errors. Is there only 124 already? Whoa, sorry. Alan had 11 of those were blunders. Ed had 22 errors, 8 of those were blunders. Alan should have doubled many, many, many more times than this right here. And Ed only made his double mistakes in the very first game. And they were both blunders in the very first game. But I didn't make any more double trips.
So I should have been doubling on the last couple of games there.
Right. A lot. Yeah. And in terms of luck, Ed was a little bit luckier, but you guys play it pretty much equally, right? About 13 and versus 12 for intermediate advance.
Mhm.
Really, really close in terms of equities, PRs. Okay. Okay. So not too bad.
Yep.
Right. But the big lesson from this is that fuzzy cube right here. Mhm.
It's good to analyze it like that to see each move, you know.
Mhm. Okay, questions, comments? You got to wake up now, Rada.
Rada doesn't double. That's
Well, she doesn't double, right?
Rada beats us without doubling.
Did anyone have a chance to watch that seminar with Frank Frigo about the decision? You did?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you think, guys? So Sydney and Kathy and Ed too?
I did not watch it.
I didn't watch it yet.
Well, these women.
I thought it was very insightful, especially the part where he said you can like watch XG and BG Blitz or whatever, but at the bottom line is you're still playing a human that could be tired, that, so it made you feel more like, well, it made you feel less like beating up yourself for like, oh, why did I make such a bad mood? It's like even the most professional people in the world, if they were tired or hungry or just like maybe thinking of something else, like they can make those kind of mistakes as well.
They can. They really can. Yeah, so that's one of the biggest takeaways from Frank's talk. Is you're not playing XG. You're not playing a perfect player. You're not playing God. You're playing a human. And maybe if you don't make plays that give up too much equity, maybe you can make them make a play, give up a little bit of equity, but maybe they'll make a bigger mistake. So that's something that Frank and I used to talk about all the time, especially when it came to borderline doubles. Should you veer into the double drop position? Because this person's going to take the cube. They take everything, right? So that's you said of doubling accurately. Like she said, you should be doubling. You should wait. So one of the top players in the world is Petko with it. I think it may have been Petko. One of the top players in the world said when he was asked, "Why don't you have a PR like Mochi or Dirk, right, where they have the lowest PRs?" And he said, "Well, I'm not playing a computer. I'm playing a human being." And I want to play to my human opponent's errors and gain from them. Okay. So that's one reason that he is one of the top players in the world. Although his PR doesn't show it necessarily, but he does really well in tournaments. What did you think, Mrs. Van Alstein?
I thought one of the things was interesting was his process for going through and looking at the results of his matches and just tracking everything, just sort of all the data he keeps.
Right. His process was gather and process, look at as many things as you can. And then one of the later things is look at your own matches and figure out, what's going wrong. So again, at your stage, at minimum, you got to have BG Blitz, you have XG. At minimum, and I should have said Elstein instead of Elstein. At minimum, look at your blunders. Right? Should tell you a lot.
Right.
And nothing can beat playing live with people, he said.
Yeah, I bet.
Right, because it almost talked me into going tonight to the club to play. Right? Almost. Because you're not playing the top players in the world, but every time I do that, I have about 3 or 4 questions I come home with, and I look at the decisions I made on those turns right there, right? So yes, it's good to do that. Okay. Is anybody going tonight?
We haven't really decided. Depends how tired we are.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because they tend to go pretty late.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
Yeah, sometimes they go as late as midnight. If you make it to the finals,
Yeah,
it turns into a long night.
too late for me.
Yeah, when I played Augie in the finals one night, I think it was almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No more buses, but Augie offered to give me a ride home. So. All right.
Thanks, Mike, for all the analysis. Great.
Well,
Yeah,
you guys are-
thank
you
you
guys are
very much.
talking.
It's very educational.
Yeah,
So if we have time, I'd like to do more of these because we haven't done the Dirk Mochi. We haven't finished that yet. And there's something, I forgot what the other one was, but then the one that I'd like to do also is a match I recently played. And I just want to make sure I would do something similar in the future.
so is there a session tomorrow morning, you said?
Yes, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So explain, Carol, what is that? Oh, Carol, what is that from your trip?
This is my monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, this was made by little kids in Cambodia,
Oh, okay.
Wow.
and it has little Velcro hands
Mm-hmm.
that you can.
So was
he's
fabric woven on a loom?
it's probably their fabric. Some of it, some of it looks like fabric they wove into a scarf, and then, but it's kind of scraps. And he's just I just thought he was so happy.
He's happy, he's cute. Don't put him
Nice.
on your back.
He hangs in my kitchen now.
Okay.
I told my friend, yeah, I hung my monkey today. And she said, I don't think you should be saying that.
Yeah. Okay, on that note, yes.
See you
All right.
later. Bye.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.